everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Gunners going up against the Brooklyn Barons. With that, we're off to the borough of Brooklyn. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between our visitors and the Brooklyn Barons. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Time running out here on the play clock. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run the option left. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go with the ground attack here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Play clock winding down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The defense now getting set and heading back onto the field. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
2nd down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Offense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The defense now working their way back onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't
it.
like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
And then we'll see if they can do that again. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and they get to the football. It's blocked. But they will stop him before he gets to the marker, and they will take over after the block punt. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Brooklyn football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Second down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looking. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Now let's go.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Barons right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Gunners look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 48. Here's a throw is hurried and picked off. Gunners defense happy to get off the field. Offense now with the shot after the interception. The ball's going to come out on the run. Barons end up picking up the ball and scoring. That puts them up by a touchdown. Late in the second, here the pass is completed into coverage, and the pass and catch will end up going for 36 yards. Still a little time left on the clock. The pass out of the gun will be completed, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them on top by 14. Still late stages of the second. Pass coverage will break down here, and this play will go for 6, cutting the deficit to 7. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll run the option left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him the first down.
This is tough as a defender because it was well blocked, but someone has to find a way to make a play. Otherwise, you're doing exactly what the defense is doing now, watching the offense celebrate a long gain.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Red zone opportunity. Play clock winding down. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Third down now following the completed pass. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Now, check. Patriots! Patriots!
Now a handoff looking right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Everyone's got four down. Watching that, Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got four. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom,
And the play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. They shake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
It's going the other way.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they're set to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this is picked up by the defense.
All right, partner, it feels good to be sitting up here next to you because neither one of us is that returner. He's going to get an earful when he gets to the bench, having coughed up the football, even though they were fortunate enough to get it back.
And here now the offense heading back out there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll look to throw. Deep drop. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw, surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the punter is set here. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
60. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a long 11-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
3rd down at 8 now. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Cuts back, left sideline. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time for this defense now to get back on the field. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, Whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them, so they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second down now after the sack. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he's able to put it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.